we got an 06 Ford truck. ABS light is on. I'm gonna scan it, and I've got my Autel scan tool, so we'll see what we got here. Okay, so we've got this 06 Ford Explorer Sport Track, and the ABS module is throwing a code, which is code 1095. The module is down here. Looking at that code, it relates to the pump motor either being shorted or open. Here we have a replacement module that we've ordered, and here's the motor. After we replace this, because we are replacing the hydraulic unit and the computer side, we will have to bleed the brakes. So we did some other videos where this portion alone was replaced. This is different. This is a little more involved. We're replacing the entire unit, and then we'll go ahead and bleed it. I bought this from LKQ. They're sort of my favorite seller of junkyard parts, and that stands for like kind quality. All right, getting under the battery tray here. And there it is. Oh. On these guys. And then I'll use a line wrench. Okay, nice. Coming off no problems. That's what I wanted to see. Okay. So now I'm going to switch away from the line wrench. Wow, coming apart nicely for being such a rusty truck. I guess since these fail so much, they sort of made it like an easily replaceable unit. It's a lot easier to get these lines open here than it is on the side of the module. Color coded so we won't mix anything up. All right. Now can we fish it out of here? Oh, okay, these two got to come off separately. Those guys there. A little oil on those. Oh, it's getting a little harder to get in here now. But it was hard to get any leverage on it, so I put this crow's foot. Let's see if we can break it free with this. There we go. All right, starting to move more freely there. Yeah, that's feeling good. We fish this puppy out of here now. Lines or something? There we go. Okay. Okay. Pivot. Yeah.
There it goes.
There. Okay. There we are. Whatever. Okay, so how did we get this thing out of here? We turned it.
It was angled in and
this
then
way?
popped in. I think so, yeah. Where that nub fit under here, and then.
Okay.
This one.
Okay. All right. Here we go. I'll put one of those nuts on there to hold it in place.
And the rest of the reassembly and bleeding can happen.
Okay, we carefully threaded these in, and I'm just giving them the final torque now. That one. This guy.
These are kind of weird fittings.
Okay, that feels right. Okay. We'll add some brake fluid. Okay. So we got to bleed this thing, and it's going to be a complicated process. but I'm gonna try a shortcut because, you know, if the shortcut doesn't work, we'll do it the long way, use the scan tool, follow the procedure. But my theory is, if we simply open the bleeder valves and let the fluid drip out, that it'll bleed fine. So we'll call that a gravity bleed, and it's the simplest type of brake bleeding. We just fill it up over here, and we open each wheel and let it dribble out. So just to clarify what gravity bleed is, bleeder's open and it's just dripping. Nobody's pressing the pedal and the car is off. And then I have a rag to catch the fluid. And the only thing you gotta do is wait and make sure that the reservoir doesn't go dry. So it's pretty easy, it's just slow. Okay, so that's the third time we've topped it off, which probably means we bled through like a full reservoir and a half. And that should be plenty to get all the air and fluid through all these lines through this unit and all the way to the back. The new ABS module in there. Okay, so we cleared the codes and checked again. It says no fault codes detected. ABS light is back. It's interesting. Yeah, so we got the VIN mismatch. That's interesting. Let's erase that. So to test an ABS stop, it's really important that no one's behind you, because it's really easy for people to crash into you when you stop suddenly, sort of for no reason. So we'll go to a sort of abandoned street. Okay, so I'm gonna come up to about 30 miles an hour, and I did not feel
Didn't
the
kick
ABS.
the ABS in, yeah. Good thing there's no kids in the kid seat.
We're gonna try again. No.
Maybe you just have to get cooking. It's funny, it locked up the wheels before the ABS would kick in.
Yeah. So I think we'll call it a day for now and sort of attack it again tomorrow with a little more focus. Okay, I'm back at it here, and I've got the ABS module, the original one, just the module, the computer portion, plugged in right here. And the new module, both the solenoid portion and computer portion, are all installed and ready to plug back in. But in order to reprogram this, I've got to pull the settings and firmware out of this one. So I'll use the scan tool to pull the settings out of the original one and try and flash into the new one. Okay, so here we are. I got the car on, key on, old module plugged in, going to the scan tool. Configuration complete. Okay. Huh. I guess maybe we got it. Interesting. Well, module configuration failure code. Let's see if clearing this out does something for us. Module configuration failure again. Okay. Well, I might just install the old electronic portion of the ABS module at this point, because I tried to program with this scan tool. Could try a different scan tool. Maybe that would be the way to go. Like try a Snap-on or something. Choices. Okay, I finally got no codes. What I went ahead and did was I installed the old computer portion on the new module portion. And again, just to recap, here's my unused parts. I ended up not being able to reflash with this scan tool, at least. It has a function to, reflash a module, and it just wouldn't take. So, maybe there's, I could have done something with this. There was some way to do that, but I don't know how. And I ended up just getting her done. So We're all fired up, no codes. I'm gonna just put the brackets and everything back together. So we test drove the car and everything was good, and it's back on the road now.